Hi everyone, it's Audrey from Country Stamper, and today I am going to show you a card that I made with one of the new sets from our holiday catalog. It's so cute and simple to make, just with a few supplies. One of the stamp set that we're actually going to be using is Flurry of Wishes, and it's currently in our holiday catalog. But they just announced our retirement list from our holiday catalog. So right now, from what I've read and been told, is our stamp sets are still going to be made because they're made by Stampin' Up. But some of like our embellishments and stuff that we do not make ourselves, once they're gone, they're gone. So if there's anything in the holiday catalog that you have been waiting to get, you might want to go ahead and place an order as soon as possible, because once they're gone, they're gone. So, and I know that there's a lot of stuff in here that is being retired. Tomorrow when I get a chance, I'm going to go through the list and mark in my catalog what is being retired. So I will have a better idea of what's going on with it. So, but right now, I would go ahead, and if this is a set that you're interested in, I would get it while you can. Because again, once they're gone, they're gone. So, and I know I seen this one on the retire list. So, and the punch too. Actually, I'm not 100% sure on the punch. I will double check for you though. On the punch. So today we're going to use the Flurry of Wishes and the Snowflake Flurry punch to create this cute little card. We're also going to use 2 of the die cuts from Lots of Labels to create the saying. And we're also going to use the 3/8 stitch satin ribbon and crumb cake, some dimensionals, and what you need is a card base cut at 4 1/4, not 4 1/4, I'm sorry, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4 to form your card. You're going to need a scrap piece of, actually, I'm sorry, we're using Lost Lagoon and crumb cake and Very Vanilla. You're going to need a scrap piece of the Lost Lagoon, a couple of scrap pieces of the Whisper White for stamping and punching, another piece of crumb cake cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then you're going to need a piece of Whisper White cut at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. So let's get started with our Whisper White. And when I stamp with the photopolymer stamps, I always have like a stamp pad or something that's cushiony that I can put underneath the paper that I'm stamping on. So I'm using, from the stamp set, to create my background, I'm using this stamp and this one here. I'm not stamping the full images on the backing. So I will start with the Lost Lagoon, and I'm just going to ink up my stamp. Now I recommend when you first get these, I've noticed to do a couple of sample stamps with stamping with it, to break them in. And all I'm doing is going off the edge of my paper and just, I'm not even trying to match this up with the last card, and just going to stamp my image. just to give it a nice little background. And there we go. I did one in one corner, one in another. I'm going to set that aside. Close up my ink. Now I'm going to bring in the crumb cake. Now, my crumb cake is an older stamp, so it's still like, I don't know, a fabric-y type stamp. So, and now I'm just going to ink this up real good. So, get this really inked. And now I'm just going to come off again on the side and stamp. And again down here in the lower corner. And now I've created my background for my card. I just love how these two colors kind of just go together. They're so pretty together. So now we can set this aside, let it dry a little bit. Move this out of our way. And I'm going to bring in our card base. And I've already scored it, if you can see. Right there at 4 1/4. I'm going to take my bone folder. Even though when I scored it, I'm still making sure my edges line up. I'm going to give it a nice press so it lays flat. Now at this point you can take your crumb cake and you can go ahead and add that to your card. And I keep a nice even border around all 4 edges. Now you can bring this piece back in and take your crumb cake. And all I'm going to do is look to see how much I want. And I'm going to cut that off with my scissors. Set that aside. And I came up maybe about 1.5 inches with it. Now let me grab some Scotch tape for the trick here. And if you can hear, I have Christmas carols playing in the background. I love listening to Pandora while I'm in my craft room crafting, especially during the holiday season. So there you go. You can go ahead and add this right to your card base. Because we're not, you know, and I'm going to add a little extra just because I have that ribbon on there. And again, just lining it up, keeping it nice and even all the way around. And there we go. Now we can set that off to the side. Now I'm not going to bring my Big Shot over to do the cutting over here. I'll do that off camera. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip that over. And I'm going to bring in a piece of the scrap of the Whisper White. And I'm going to grab the other stamp, the 2 smaller ones. Now they're all one piece. So, and I'm going to use the crumb cake. I'm just going to stamp this right onto this piece of paper. And there we go. Close up my ink again. And now I'm going to bring in my punch. And this is so simple. All you do is just line them up. It's a little bit harder than, you know, like our 1-image stamp punches. Because you're trying to line up both of them. So just, you know, it takes a little practice to get them, you know, lined up on both sides. I get one side lined up and the other side won't line up. So, give me a minute. I'm not really worried about the smaller one because I'm not using that for the card. So, I'm just going to go ahead and punch. put that little one off to the side. So, alright, now I'm going to bring in another piece of Whisper White and the Lost Lagoon ink, and I'm going to stamp up my saying, and I'm using Sending You a Flurry of Warm Christmas Wishes. And I'm going to stamp this kind of in the center. Give it a good press. And I like how that came out. And then I'm going to take my smaller of the two framelits, and I'm going to go over to my Big Shot, and I'll cut that out. Be right back. And while I'm at it, I'm actually going to grab my Lost Lagoon in the next size one, and I'm going to cut this out. Alright, so now I have those two cut out. And all I'm going to do is take my snail. Once again, move this out of my way. I'm going to add some snail to the back. And I'm going to add this right on here. Again, keeping as even as I can around all four sides. And I'm going to use some pop dots to put this onto my card base. And I know I just brought out a brand new package. And I use about 4 or 5 because it is a larger piece, so I don't want the center to sag on me. All the measurements and everything will be down below in the comment box in the description, as well as on my blog. So, alright, and now I'm just going to place this maybe about 3/4 of an inch down from the top, and sort of in the center. Give that a good press. And now I'm going to take my little snowflake that I punched out, and I'm going to put a dimensional on the back. And I'm going to add that right over here. And I'm going to try to make sure that none of my little snowflake branches there are going to pop up over into there. And then what I need is a gem. And here they are. So, let me grab these. And I think it's the medium size that I'm using right here. And I can't find my little poker, so I'm just using my X-Acto knife to pick that up. And putting it right there in the center. And there we go. We added a little bling. And then I'm going to get my ribbon again. And I keep it on the spool, just so I'm not wasting any ribbon. Especially this one. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to measure up how much I think I need. And give it a cut. And then I'm just going to tie a simple little knot right here. There we go. Give it a quick little trim. And there we go. And now I've created this cute little snowflake card. And then what I did on my other one is I put another mat inside here. And that was cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4. And let me bring this one out. And I stamped the other saying, one of the other sayings from the stamp set right in the center. And then you have enough of room to, you know, write your own little message and sign your name and, you know, give it to your recipient. So there is my card for today, and using the Flurry of Wishes from our holiday catalog. There's endless possibilities with this stamp set. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to do probably a video on some tags that you can make as well for your gift giving. This is the stamp set that I am currently going to be doing an online class for. So jump on over to my blog and check it out. We'll be making a total of 9 cards, 3 of each design. And if I get enough of participants, I will do a bonus project to go along with the set. So jump over to my blog, check it out. All the details for the class is over there. And it tells you what you get. And, you know, the sign-in, the purchase link is right there for you. So you'll be all set. So just click that. I know the class, I can't remember how many openings I still have. But I did decide that if this class fills up, I will open up a second session for it. Because it seems to be a very popular class. So again, stop over there, check it out. Don't forget to, you know, not run, but hop on over to my my shop over at Stampin' Up, and the link is below, and check out everything that's in the holiday catalog and grab your favorites while you can, because I don't think a lot of these sets will be available much longer. I know we are already sold out. Let me see if I can find it real quick for you. One of our Halloween kits is already gone. And like I said, once they're gone, they're gone. They're not coming back. So, oh, it's in the front here. Here it is. This one, the Witch Decor Project Kit, that is sold out completely. We will no longer have any more of that. So, again, you might want to hurry up and get over there and place an order today. And if you're looking for a demonstrator and you don't have anyone, I would be more than gladly to help you. Also, if you are interested in joining my team, stop over at my shop and click on Join the Fun. And you will find all the information there, how to join my team, and, you know, all the information about your kit. If you have any other questions, please feel free to email me. My email will be down below in the description box, as well as probably scrolling across the screen. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little card today, and come back again. Have a nice evening. Bye.